The book will be handed over to the president, the National Football Philosophy book, and the president will do the unveiling. So, Mr. President. If there will be a true meaning to this DNA, that true meaning will come from your individual efforts. And not only taking a copy of the DNA, not only studying the DNA, but also ensuring that every page of this document is implemented. As managers of football in the country, as members of parliament who have been here to support us, our responsibility will be to give the needed support by way of funding, by way of policy direction, and by way of being there when our coaches need us most. This is the only way we will change our game. The vision to play on our strengths and minimize our weaknesses. The Ghanaian football DNA. Thank you.
I believe DNA is everything. It's one thing we don't take seriously in our part of the world, but understanding why we do things the way we do them is very important. So I'm happy you are trying to understand what our DNA is. You didn't actually, I don't want to go into the details of your presentation, but I didn't get the real definition of it, but I realized the president mentioned characteristics of what you're talking about. And we're going to have a look at it. Our policy position will be, we'll comment on it, the members are here, we'll have meetings relating to this particular, and then we'll come out with our own position. But thank you very much, Mr. President. It's a move in the right direction. We are very grateful. Thank you.
Nowadays, you don't teach football through formations. You teach football through principles. You have principles for an individual player, you have principles for group tactic, you have principles when you are with the ball, when you are without the ball, and you can adapt this to different formations. It's not anymore like this, that Ghana must play the next 20 years also a 4-4-2. It's not like this. Like I mentioned today, there are teams, they change their formation in one match 3 times. So what you want to do as an opponent, if you don't have this knowledge about your opponent, if you play always the same style, you are very easy to, how you call this, to predict. So we wrote this DNA based on principles and not based on formations. And it's also written there.
Yeah, I think it's a good one because it gives a clear direction as to how we want our football to be played in the country. So it's a good initiative, and I think that per what is in the document, if as coaches or as stakeholders, we take our time, especially the coaches, we take our time to read and then try to see how we can implement it, I think it will help us.
Yes, it's solid. The takeaway will be me having a direction that will help me educate the boys more, because everyone have direction. Every coach have his beliefs, but I believe modern football, we all have to align with one idea, which for me I think it's good. Most of the countries have, and now I'm happy that Ghana too have got one.